Ryan, we've done a ton of deployments at this point since we started and added fleet and IoT to our portfolio. Everything from City of Phoenix, every garbage truck and water department vehicle in the City of Phoenix runs on MetTel, with its, everything from the technology being provided here to our single SIM to allow for always-on connectivity as the vehicles are moving around, to security, Brosnan risk that we've had in previous sessions or summits, for MetTel, to construction, to logistics companies nationwide. From your perspective, since you're hands-on, where do customers really see the greatest benefit for implementing this technology?
One, it's visibility. How do you manage something that you can't see, that you don't touch every day? And you guys deal with it all the time with your IT infrastructure, and think security and how that's kind of changing for you guys. So how do your fleet managers or your operations manage that workforce that's not inside those four walls? How do you know where they are? Think COVID. They use these systems for contact tracing, quite frankly, for their employees that were out working. They wanted to know that they were safe, and if something happened, they could quickly backtrack the history of where that vehicle was and where that employee was. And then, many of the benefits that you heard, up here today. But the driver safety and the camera portion of it is huge. We mentioned that earlier. But being able to round off an entire solution and kind of bring it in under one umbrella and deploy it well is important, to our customers, and being able to continue to evolve. My technology evolves, as you guys have mentioned, every 3 to 5 years. It evolves, if not sooner. Okay, so we've got to stay on top of that and continue not only to provide solutions for the vehicle and the tools that they use, but then let's take that next step. And you've heard me talk about it, 2 years ago anyway, since this is the first time we've met again. It's enabling that HVAC unit that guy is going out there to provide that full spectrum, much like the City of Phoenix story of, we're tracking their vehicles and we're providing tablets with apps on there to do route dispatch, right? And they're pulling all that information in, but they come to you and say, hey, can you track my trash bins? Because we would prefer to route the truck, right there, instead of going to have to search around a big construction site to go find it. The answer is yes, obviously, and even we can take it a step further with, fill level management. Tell me when that trash can or trash container is 75% full, because I want to dispatch somebody out there to do that. And that next piece of it is where it's not the sensory type business is kind of catching up. We're fortunate because GPS and tracking things have, let's face it, we live with it. It's been around for long enough time, and it's fairly mature compared to some of the other sensory items that we would need out there, like pressure sensors and some of the other things that have been talked about out here today. So once those technologies continue to evolve and those sensors get better and we can figure out how to get that sensory data out to the cloud, I think being with MetTel, being able to put our hands around all of these things and pull these things together under one umbrella, I hear from my customers all the time, are very, very, very compelling to take that next leap. And then lastly, one of the big pieces, and we've known it for years, we're really creating a mobile office for that employee. Okay, take away the safety stuff and the big brother piece of it and that kind of thing, but you're creating a connected environment for that worker to do his work. He's got a phone today, he has a tablet today, and he has a connected device in the vehicle to track the vehicle. Now all of that's going to be consumed under one line, if you will, for that car. Okay, and that line's going to provide the fleet telemetry information. It's going to provide the video information with a 2 to 5 gigabyte account, and then on top of that, these devices, you don't have to go get a Sierra Wireless for $1,000 or $500. These types of solutions are enabled to provide Wi-Fi access now to that employee, up to some of which you has like 200 yards away. So an HVAC guy going to work at your house, that's far enough, right? He can still get that access when he needs it. And that's what I'm hearing from the customers a lot on the access side, let alone the fleet management, business intelligence that we provide and what we're doing on the safety side. Providing that one solution to knock it out of the park for them to have one line, one solution to provide all of it when they want to. That's what they want.